man?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm good. How about you, brother?
Pretty good, pretty good. How's everything up
I'm gonna
there?
place this somewhere. I'm gonna place it just like that. Is that good for you?
Yeah, it's cool.
Perfect, man.
Yo, I
I'm just
like
doing
that. I like that. I like that hat, man.
respects, brother. I actually wear it in the video too. My buddy bought me it for the music video actually, because he was just so psyched for it.
Dope, man. Yeah, like it's cool to see like the different teams from the people that are actually from there, because a lot of times like if you're actually from that place, you can get, gear that's not sold everywhere. If I want a Blue Jays hat, I got like two choices, you know what I mean? You gotta have
Yeah,
to go search. So that's pretty cool, man.
I understand you on that because even when I go to a lot of countries and I'll try to find something that's like Blue Jays, like it rarely won't pop. But if you go to the States and like Canada, they have everything.
Yeah, true.
Are you from Miami?
Yeah, I'm in Miami.
Are you Spanish?
No, no,
You
I'm
got the
not
color, bro.
actually.
Fuck. I'm Spanish, bro. Yeah, I'm white as fuck. Look at your color. You look darker than me.
Well, I run outside every day, man. It's like
Oh, living the life.
yeah, I live right across from the beach, so I try to not take that for granted and get out
Oh,
there and run every day, you know.
100%. How's the corona out there? Like, is everything safe or fucked up?
Um, a little bit of both, I would say. Things are starting to open up a little bit, but
Really?
yeah, like
We're
so
close here.
yeah, it's hard to me. I feel like so here on the beach, we're pretty safe because most of the things to do are outdoor, and our nightclubs and stuff down here in on Miami Beach is not really like they're not really open back up and doing much, and whatever places are open are like 25% open, you know.
Yeah.
Um and then but on the other side of the bay, and actually like Miami, like city proper, it's a shit show, man.
I
Like,
can imagine that, yeah.
we have, like, our economy is so much based on gatherings, for whatever reason. It be like the venues and nightlife and
100%, yeah.
party scene, tourist, you
That's
know.
how it is down here, but here it's like it's just so fucked because now we're going back to stage two. Like they're gonna close everything for like 28 days.
Wow.
But for me, I don't give a fuck because I don't even go out. I just stay home, smoke weed all day, and write music. You know what I mean? So people are like, "Fuck stage two." I'm like, "Fuck, I thought I already was in stage two, bro. I didn't even like." All right, I'm ready. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, it's just fucking ridiculous, man. Because now like schools and shit, like they're opening up, bro, and I just know people that are also getting sick, and I'm like, holy fuck, how dumb is the government, bro, just to let all this shit happen just for fucking money.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm not a big fan of how things are handled here in the States. Yeah, like, not big on our politics here.
I've been there too. I've been to LA. It was funny there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, yeah, the
LA.
LA is a lot more, California is a lot more liberal than the rest of our country, I would say. That's probably the whole West Coast from, like Seattle down
Yeah,
is super, super liberal. And then you got places like, the southern states over here, like Georgia, South
yeah,
Carolina,
yeah.
stuff like that. Way different mindset. But
That's what got the bomb food though, I can't lie.
where?
Like all in the south, like just
Oh
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
I always videos and I'm like, holy fuck, bro, like can't wait for that, bro.
Yeah, my grandma is from South Carolina, and man, that lady can turn anything into something fire. Like, doesn't matter. Whatever you eat from her house is just too good.
Oh my God, praise her fucking soul, Jesus. So how are
But
we gonna get started? Are we already in the interview or?
yeah, man, I just started recording, and I don't like the way that I brand them is I just call them conversations. So I don't have to like be too proper and edit a bunch of stuff. It's just I like to keep it straightforward of like I just want to hit up the artist, give them a chance to talk about their self, their insights, their influences, their music, life, whatever. The questions for me are just like an outline, just
Okay.
to get us like in a certain direction, so like with that being said, give us a little background about yourself, man. What's your artist name, where you're from, stuff like that.
So my artist name is DawnBoiOmar, not DON. A lot of people get confused. So right off the bat, I'm just gonna tell people, DAWN. So like Dawn is like it's like new day, like new beginning, like new life. And then the whole name really, I got it one day. I was chilling with my OG,
Mm.
and he was just telling me, he's just like, cause I would just freestyle all the time. He's like, shit, you're good, bro. He's like, you're like the Dawn, bro. He's like, you DawnBoiOmar. Just kind of gave me the name, and like we started playing around with it, and then it came to conclusion. It was just the way it's spelled out was just perfect, and the way it is. And where I'm from Toronto. Uh, Nice place, cold as fuck in the winter, hot ass fucking summers. Got lovely, nice people, and probably the best weed right now too, than a lot of other places.
Oh yeah, man. what do
So
you
I love it.
what do you think about the weed in the rest of Canada? I've always heard that Vancouver and the west side is more of where the dank weed's at.
Like I always hear people tell me all the time, like they're like, oh my god, like BC, bud, like that shit's the best. That shit's the best, and I'm like, there is some good BC bud, but at the end of the day, if you know how to really fucking grow your weed, I don't grow my fucking weed, but I just buy it off people that do. And I feel like if you really know if you just know your knowledge, man, you're just gonna grow the best shit. But
Yeah.
everyone that's been getting like just from Toronto itself, I feel like is just bomb shit. But I've had stuff from Vancouver. LA was probably one of the best experiences just to smoke weed. Like I've tried so many stuff there, like cookies. You would probably know about cookies too, because he's
Yeah.
just huge all over the states. Shout out to Burner.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man. I lived in LA for 2 years and I stayed in Portland with a friend for like a couple months, and our whole West Coast is got the game pretty much on lock. I don't know if you ever been. Even crazier than West Coast though is Denver. Like
Oh yeah,
Colorado is
Colorado.
on a whole different
That and
wave.
Amsterdam, that's like my bucket list. I got to go to those two places.
Yeah, man. Denver is something else. My cousin lived out there for a couple years and I go visit and I just like the progression of not just the industry, but the impact that the industry had on the rest of the economy. And, because I'm going to visit maybe like 3 to 6 months at a time, so I get to see like buildings that might have been, laying foundation, get like brand new, and and just watching like the city expand outwards. There's places down the highway that like I remember when construction started and now there's like, high rises out there. It's
Yeah.
crazy how fast the city has grown, and really the only thing that has changed is, they continue to push like liberal politics. Like they even decriminalize mushrooms out there.
Oh, that did fucking. Oh, actually, yeah, I knew about that out there, but I'm like, that would never happen anywhere else. Like Canada,
Yeah,
like,
like they just keep doing it. It's crazy. Like they just keep doing more and more liberal things, and like
well, I
a
can
lot of
imagine.
people.
I can imagine how much crime rate and all bullshit goes down too. You know what I mean? Like it's for the fucking better. How much bullshit do you ever hear? Like two guys robbing a liquor store in Colorado. Like, do you ever really hear anything? Like, you
I
ever hear a bank heist? Like, no, everyone's just too stoned off their ass, bro, to even go rob someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
everybody seems to be pretty happy out there. Like even the people who don't smoke and stuff are a very like you live your life your way type of vibe, you know? It's
Oh,
like we don't want to bother you. You do you, man. We don't care, you know?
100%. Well, even like Toronto, man, Toronto is just scary to fucking live in. There's a lot of people, a lot of young artists, man, that that die. Even I had my friend like a month ago. Someone I knew killed my friend. Like, like
Wow.
how fucked up that shit actually gets. And rest in peace to Remy. Yeah, that was a messed up situation. But just in general, a lot of people like artists, kids, man, like there's so much problems in the city I've noticed. And it's like so much fucking hate, so much anger. And it's like that's why if everyone takes it in, like I always see people asking questions like, why isn't like Toronto music rap game is like as big as we thought it was? Like yeah, it's big in a way, but it's not as like we're nothing compared to like LA. We're nothing compared to New York, and it's like I wonder why, because no one fucking works together, and everyone thinks they just want to single out each other and just become like, their own fucking king or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
that's why the States so much too. That's why I try to get out there, even just Europe too, because like everyone just works together. Everyone's so hungry, and it's like, you meet one person and you start talking to them, you find out what they do, they're interested in what you do, and it's just like, people just want to work together. Here it's very like I've noticed close-minded, like no one does that. Like, if you find have a, like another rapper, you let them know who they are, bro. It's like they think they're in competition. It's like fuck this place. Like the fuck is this?
Yeah,
It's a
you
free
know,
all here.
that's really interesting to hear you say that because I feel like in LA it was very much like let's work together like go 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 all the time that people don't really like they're not necessarily willing to work together as much as like using you to help them get to the next level, right? Like
Hmm.
everybody, um, especially out there, but most of the cities that I've lived in, it's not so much that everybody wants to work together. They want to use you in a nice way. Like it's not like they're trying to do anything like mean. They just see the fact that like, oh, like for example, you're from Toronto, it's like, oh, I can get Toronto listeners now. Like I'm gonna work with this guy because he is dope. But like it's always like here in America, like we're always for the most part driven to get to that next level. It's like the capitalist mindset of
Well, that's what it is. That's what like the American dream. You know what I mean? For
right.
you,
And
I don't
so
know what the fuck is for us. Like, what we have the Canadian dream. Yeah, fuck that. I don't want that shit. Like, fuck, give me something else.
yeah, so that's interesting because you see it as like yeah, you see it as a good thing. I never really took that perspective because I always look at it as everybody wants to work with you until like they don't need you anymore, right?
That's the way it usually is. Sometimes, like, don't get me wrong. For me, like, I've been in not the music business, but like other businesses, just like movies and stuff like that. And I've seen shit get down. I've seen shit get dirty. And even just me being the youngest in my family, just seeing my cousins grow up, like just from experience. So and then when you see real problems in real life coming into situations like that, it's just more easier to understand. And people have always told me that they're like, you have a good, very understanding of things. I'm like, it's just because I was the youngest in my family and I saw other people grow up, so I catch on quick to like what would happen, or you know what I mean, like something just the way it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. Sometimes when you've already seen it play out for somebody, you can decide like how you move through that similar situation, because you've already seen it happen to somebody else before. You know,
100%, yeah.
I can see that, man. So, how do you feel like growing up being the youngest and just your whole environment in Toronto, do you feel like that really influences your music or do you try to pull inspiration from elsewhere?
Um, I always thought I'm like, oh fuck, I need to blow up like when I'm young because it matters. But I'm like, no, it really fucking does it. You know what I mean? For me, I don't give a shit what age I am. But I'm 22, and Thank God, you know. But for me, music is just like it's all feeling, you know. I'm literally just here to make music, just to create. Like I am gonna be big, 100%. Like, and I put that on my own fucking grave. It's gonna happen. I'm just waiting for the day it happens because I tell everyone, like even people that just fucking know me, I'm like, you know, once it happens, like whatever, yeah, we'll get the fucking fame. Oh, sorry about that.
It's all good.
I had to press the button. So like, you know, like everyone talks about fame and shit, but I don't really care about the fame. I just want to make fucking records. You know,
Yeah.
I just love fucking music. If I can lock myself in the music, like the studio for fucking 10 years, like the hyperbolic time chamber, like, you know, Goku, later guys, no problem. I'll fucking do it and then catch you guys in 20 years, bro. No problem.
Yeah.
That's literally like just my dream.
Hell yeah, man. What a dream that would be. Doing something that you love and getting paid for it. I feel like, as long as it puts food on the table and pays the bills, you can't really ask for much more. Everything after that point is just a bonus. It's
100%. Yeah.
like you need a car. You don't need the nicest car. You need a home, not the mansion, So if you get to wake up and do something you love every day, man, that's a dream to me. And I've surprisingly with starting this website, I never would have thought that it would be something that I love so much. I feel like you know, the idea of the website was, let me just do something to help up and coming artists, because that's something that that I want to do. As I produce myself, and so, like, not just myself but other people that I've worked with, I've watched people that I thought had talent, and the music is, in my opinion, good, but the business side isn't there. And it's really hard to get an interview, get blogs to write up about you, get people, even sometimes
It
it's
is.
hard to get your friends to like share your music or listen to it or anything. Like, a lot of times I feel like, for me personally, I get more love um even out of the states, people that I don't even know. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can imagine.
Well,
Yeah, usually that's how it does start off actually,
right.
because you always get love from like another country or somewhere else, and it just becomes pretty amazing because you're like, holy fuck, like these other fucking people think I'm like a fucking celebrity, and you just think
Yeah.
of gets in your head. Like that's what starts as like kind of like a manifestation. You put yourself in there.
Yeah. So for me, I'm surprised. Like, the idea was just to, you know, help the same problem that I've had and seen myself. But to be honest, like, I really enjoy talking to everybody. It's like, like, new, different people, different perspectives, different vibes. And I feel like I could do this for forever, man. It's such an interesting um thing to talk to new people all the time. I've really surprised how much I enjoy doing these interviews and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, it becomes a big thing. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Like stuff like this, like you never know where the hell it's gonna go. You know what I mean? You're
yeah.
by yourself working, and then after you're in a building with like 100 people,
That would be cool.
and then they work for you, and you're like, holy fuck, I'm writing checks for these fuckers, eh? No
Yeah,
fucking way.
that would be crazy, man. But other than your love for music, like, who's some of your biggest influences, like, your artists that you grew up listening to? And
Um, fuck, man, I grew up around. When I say a lot of music, a lot. I was exposed to like everything, to Italian music, to rock music, to like hip hop music. Um, just like so much shit, you know what I mean? Like I've always been able to freestyle, rap, and then singing was always there, but I just never knew how to like just transform it and put it into music
yeah.
until now, I would say, or probably just like even like a year, a couple months ago. that's when I started to like transition and take on that form. But for like a lot of people that I listen to, like I still love my old school music.
Mm.
I'll never forget. Shout out to Matt TV. That's my cousin actually, big YouTuber. We'll talk about him after. He actually got me into like Bone Thugs as a kid. So growing up, like my favorite artist was Busy Bone. Like to me, that was like okay, untouchable, bro. You can't touch that. Sorry, you can't touch Bone Thugs, bro. Like just because like I did so much research as a kid, I'm like even Tupac said like Biggie Smalls, all of them said like bro, they're fucking crazy. These guys were nuts. They they even said when they went to the studio and they were doing music with them, they had to switch up their flow just for them. And at those times, those guys were young.
Yeah.
So it was just like the new kids walking in, boom, bringing in all the rhymes, quick, 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 and you know you have these legends looking at them like, holy fuck, bro, these guys are crazy. Like already looking at them like you guys are legends, and he was right. All of them were right. They became like the biggest group.
Yeah, man, they're awesome. Like there's there's certain musicians that there's nothing that really compares. You know, there's their influence is definitely there. Like
Huh.
you can hear that people grew up loving them, but nobody does it like them, you know.
Yeah, would I listen to like music? I mean, I listen to music 24/7. Even before you called me, I was watching fucking just music videos. That's
Uh,
all I do. I just listen to music 24/7. You know what I mean? Like music's just my fucking life. People have told me, like just me, my life, everything to do with it is just all music. That's it. You know, I live for that shit. Like the day I die, bro, put me in a fucking casket in the hall, right at the top, get a DJ booth, go crazy. Fuck. Ain't no crying there. You know what I mean? We'll make a fucking venue out of it. We'll put events. Holy fuck, we'll be great.
yeah, that'd be a hell of a funeral, man. Yeah, I always thought there's a little off topic of the funeral, but I always wanted to do um live events and raves and stuff inside like a abandoned church for the acoustics. I know a
Oh my
lot of
god.
like that's like
Wow.
a lot of people have tried to do that and stuff, but I've never got the
I've tried to do that back in the day. Like
yeah,
we did it actually. Like
yeah, in the church.
well, it was not abandoned, but it was like you know when like they have like the party side of the church, like a little hall or something that's
Right.
underground. It
Yeah.
was to the side and like a bunch of people I knew they actually like you know they got it and I just remember a big ass fucking party there and I'm like holy shit like fucking partying at a church, bro. That's so
Yeah.
weird.
That's dope, man. I just always like pictured it, like how they show in movies and stuff sometimes. It's like old, abandoned, and it's like an illegal, like back
Well,
alley
I
rave
that
type of thing.
like
That would be so sick to me.
that church looked like it did need a renovation. I'm like, you step in there, you're like, okay, yeah, there's been some fucking 1-2 exorcism around here. What is that? You know, like, holy shit.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Do you have so do you have any music on the way? Like what can we look out for in the
Tons
next
of
month?
fucking tracks. Tons of
Yeah.
fucking tracks.
Do you have
Re-
do you
I'm ready
have
for
like
the next
a
like I'm already set myself for the next 2 years.
damn.
I'll
Do you
put it
have
down.
like a marketing strategy or you just gonna let them fly? Like what's your thoughts behind the business of it, of how do you see your career like going now that you have the product? You know what I'm saying? Like what's your vision to how to get it to the people?
Um, like for me, it's like there's so many different strategies and like just being in LA too. Like when I network and I market, like I have sorry about that. I have like so many people that like connections and stuff like that, and I know shit will just happen. It's not the fact that like how I know like who's gonna kind of like how am I gonna blow up if you're asking. That part I have no fucking clue, but I know I have so many strategies in mind. Just with like so much people. Um, I don't want to reveal anything because like some of it's a surprise, but like I'll let people know that actually the game you know who the game is, obviously. He actually messaged me and he actually liked Far Away. So
Oh, hell yeah, man.
I show people that they're like, "Holy fuck, bro!" Like, the game messaged you, and I'm like I still couldn't even believe it. I'm like, "Yeah, like holy fuck, like what are the odds of that?" You know what I mean?
That's dope, man. Congrats on that. It's nice to have somebody who, you admire, like give you any type of props.
Oh, it's fucking cool, man. Like, you know what I mean? Especially when you have an artist from fucking Compton message you like, "Yo, I like your shit." Like, the fuck? All right, thanks, man. Holy fuck. Like, it's one of those.
Yeah,
And,
that's great, man.
like I know, like I've always told, like people have always told me, like, like the song I came out with, like Far Away. They're
Yeah.
like, "Yo, that song is so fucking good. That song is so good." And I'm like, shit, like, like I just made that song because I'm like, it was a good song, whatever, but I didn't think it was gonna get like so much out there. Like within like 2 weeks, it got 28,000 views. I did like a little bit of marketing strategies, but like overall, like it came out pretty well, pretty well.
That's dope, man. Yeah, that's like when I went to check out your music, that was my favorite.
Hmm.
I only
I
got I
only
only,
two
I only listened
songs.
to a
Oh
couple.
yeah,
Yeah, like the two songs, but that one was like on point, man.
the one that you were like, what the fuck? I
Yeah.
don't feel days. That was an older song I did.
Hmm.
I'll put it this way, because you can probably tell yourself like there's just such a difference. You know what I mean? Like to the song. The reason is because like I don't feel no ways is just an I wrote that like in 2019. I had like a whole like new perspective on music. Just the way I looked at it and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like beginning Corona, like everything was just going bad hill for me for like just a lot of stuff going on, just bullshit in general, and it just it messed up my mind, but it really fucking helped the way I like, just wrote shit down and put it on paper and went to the studio and started killing it. Because sometimes I would go into the studio and it's like, I'd be like, oh, I make like 2 tracks and I'm not even sure of it. Now I go to the studio, I fucking pop track after track after track after track. Everyone's just like, holy shit! Like every time you go in, it's just banger after banger after banger after banger. Because I have tons of songs. I'm just ready fucking drop. It's just all a matter of timing.
Oh yeah, man. Well,
Mm.
you definitely have to let us know whenever you're gonna like release tracks. We don't have to do an interview every time, and I'll like
Well,
put it out
what are
there.
we in? Are we in October? So I don't even know the fucking. I don't even know like where we are.
Yeah, yeah, it's October 9th.
Um, Possibly. I'm probably gonna have like uh maybe end of the month or in the middle of November. I'm gonna possibly have like 2 tracks in the same week, just because like it's took me so long to drop songs. People have been telling me they're like, "Where the fuck's your other songs?" You know what I mean? Like I got 2 songs here, and people are thinking I'm already like giving up, But not no, not even close to that. I just been in the studio working. I
Yeah.
have 2 songs I'll be dropping, and then one of them is Perfect Vision, and next one is called Pain. Kind of Perfect Vision is more like kind of bars. I came up with it within like a day or so, and I was just really feeling the beat. People will enjoy it just for the bars. And the second one is called Pain. It's more of a slower song, kind of like I like repeat the chorus and stuff like that. But I've showed people, and like people have just felt in love with it. And I wasn't even sure if I was gonna drop it, but just with all my friends telling me, it came to the point they're just messaging me. They're like, "Yo, listen, we're all gonna jump you if you don't fucking drop that track." I'm like, "All right, bro, no problem. I'll fucking drop the song." Like that's how fucking good it's getting. People are just getting angry. Like, hurry up, drop the song. And
Yeah.
then I got another 2 more singles. Those are gonna be fucking bangers. And I also have a track with Scar. Shout out to Young Scar actually too. I got a song coming out with him also.
Okay, dope, man. Definitely excited to hear it. I want to ask you about this Pain song. Obviously, it's like touching people in a certain way, and
Hmm.
that title you know, like gets me thinking without even hearing the track, you know, like where's that come from? You know, what is that something that you're just like, you know, from a songwriting standpoint, are you like, oh, I know people uh will feel this and they go through stuff, or are you speaking on like personal feelings?
So yeah, it's kind of the first and the second. It's actually fucked that you said that. You said it like perfectly on point. Um, so I wrote it because I knew I'm like it's fucking end of October. I feel like this is like when relationships start, relationships get bad or just problems. Just because I'm from Toronto, and it's like every season changes, your feelings change, kind of like a mood. You know what I mean? When it comes like winter here, everyone says like it's fuck. Well, what do I say? How do you say it in a way? Like it's just fucking staining season. Like winter is like probably the deadliest season. Everyone's just fucking angry as shit.
Yeah.
It's worst here. But around this time, it's like I don't know what it is, loneliness, depression. Like that's what people feel, and you can just see it from like people's Instagrams and stuff like that. So I just wrote this track. Um, People, when you listen to it, you are gonna relate. And
Mm.
then when I would start writing bars, I kind of put it in like my own perspective. How the fuck am I gonna write it? So I've tried to think of like the deepest shit I've went through just to put like each piece all together in a way.
Yeah. That's dope, man. It's always interesting to, you know, hear people how they like songwrite, you know, making beats and like the music part is
Hmm.
is pretty cool, but you know, like to me personally, the words are most interesting because like, you know, you can spill your heart out and it's like ain't nobody vibe with it because it only happened to you, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
like the art of being able to translate your feelings to a feeling that everybody or like a wider audience has felt is the, you know, such an art form to me. So I'm definitely interested in hearing the pain. um that one sounds pretty dope. I
It'll come.
haven't
It'll,
even heard it yet.
I actually want to ask you a question. What do you think "Far Away" is? Just because I have people telling me different things, so I just want to hear like what you have to say.
Like the meaning behind it, or
Like, yeah, yeah, in a way. Like, what do you think I'm trying to say or talk about?
like for me, I just get like I, you know, everything. Sometimes like things just seem so far away. Like you know, like it, it's hard to really, it's hard to really like get to where you're going sometimes. Like in your mind, you like try like real hard to get some, you know, get something done or like achieve something or like you know, to me, just like far away is like you're always like reaching for something that maybe, you
I
know.
Yeah, okay, okay. Like, I like the way actually you put it out. My friends are fucking dumb then. Well, like some people have told me like it sounds like a love song, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck you were smoking when you were listening to that.
Yeah.
But I just want to put it out there because some people like probably gonna wonder what the fuck does it mean and shit. So far away when I listen to the beat, um, just to get help me get going is what I do. Like I'll listen to other artists.
Mhm.
So when I was listening to that beat, it made me feel a little peep of that song. Save that shit. I think that's what the fuck his song is called. So much people are gonna fucking hate me if I get it wrong.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
he
smoked
put
some
out
weed.
so he put out so much music in
Put
such
out so
little
much.
time, man.
Yeah.
Like I
And
really I,
I'm somebody that's like, yo, I'm fucking late. I am so fucking late on music. Like
yeah.
that's just me. Like I'm not even an asshole like that. I'm just so fucking late on stuff. Like bro, even just vloggers or anything. Like I just found out about David Dobrik, and I
Yeah.
just called my cousin. I'm like, yo, you know who this guy is? He's like, yo, that guy's been around for fucking years, bro. You're late. And I'm like, Holy fuck, man. I just started watching it. I'm like, this guy's the fucking craziest and like just best YouTuber. Like, couldn't even fucking believe it. I thought like all these videos were brand new coming out this year, and I'm like, oh, never mind. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
that's happened to me before, man. I seen you know the like rapper slash singer Youngblood,
Yeah,
right? Like I seen a video with him maybe like 6, 7 months ago with
7 months ago.
like
Also, me too. Okay.
Machine Gun Kelly. I was like, yo, that guy's really dope because try to I try to keep more of my ear to the ground of like underground artists, you know? And
Not
so
well. I could see your perspective, but for me, it's like my friends. They show me music.
yeah,
Like a lot of the people that you see in the Far Away video,
yeah.
you see like three fucking huge guys. Those are my buddies, like my blood brothers, the Kazinias. Shout out to those guys. They always put me on like brand new songs. And I always ask like, where the fuck do you find this shit? Because like I can't find fucking music. You know, I just go on YouTube. I'll go music. Okay, it'll just show whatever's fucking popular. But
Uh,
oh yeah, I'll get back to the Far Away thing. Far Away is pretty much like I pretty much it was about my grandfather a little. It's kind of a weird story. So I always see 9/11, the time for like the past like fucking 7 years, 8 years of my life. I'm like, what the fuck? So that's kind of weird. I thought something was fucking wrong with me. I'm like, what the fuck am I? Like 9/11. I'm like, that can only mean one thing, you know?
right.
And so I would tell people that, and they would just think I'm fucking nuts. So
Yeah.
like, you know, so many times I'd be like, look what time it is, 9/11. We'll see a story. Oh my God, look, 9/11. We'll see a license plate, 9/11. Like, you know what I mean? So after years, my friends fucking believed me. And then I also released the song on 9/11. Pretty much I found out that when my grandfather passed away, he pretty much said on his deathbed, don't cry for me, cry for the people of 9/11. So it was just a fucked up thing because when I wrote Far Away, it's about him. And
Okay.
it was just weird how it transitioned. And the day I was actually going to the video shoot, I was literally just walking up the street to my friend's house. And what are the odds? I'm just walking. People don't even like, you know, people are. One of my buddies just see me. I say, "What up?" I look down and I see a hat and it just says 9/11. How the fuck do I find a hat that just says 9/11? Like I even took a picture of it. I'll send that to you later. I took a picture of that shit too because I'm like I have to take a picture of this because no one's gonna fucking believe it. Like I showed people my like just my family, you know, and they're my mom was even like, "Holy shit!" She's like, you know, he's with you. That's it.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Now that you've told me that, it kind of makes a little sense that I can see how
A
that.
little more sense because people are like, "Yo, but you don't." They're like, "You're kind of like celebrating this, that," and then in my way, I'm like, I wanted it to do that way because also to like kind of it was an introduction of like my first video, and I've always said like, you know, if I'm making my first video, I'm always gonna get all my friends because they've helped me a long way.
Right.
So that's what I want to do, realistically.
Dope, man. Have you ever looked into like the numerology of 9/11?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head, but that stuff's always interesting for me. Like 5 is a big number in my life. Like no matter how it's like sometimes it's like 55, 3 5s, or like I see 555 a lot. Like
Yeah,
sometimes, like how in the hell do I wake up at 5:55 a.m. just for no reason? Like no noise happened. I'm tired. I don't want to get up.
yeah.
But
It's just one of those. It's just
you
one
know,
of the. It's one of those things. It's like the shit that I see. So like
yeah,
for years and years, I've always told myself, I'm like, was this a bad thing or is this a good thing? And I've always felt like it was a good thing, but I'm like, I don't want to be too sure about it because maybe if it's a bad thing, but then finally, like, you know, fucking, I told my mom, she told me, blew my fucking mind because she had the answer within 3 seconds, you know?
moms always do, man.
Yeah, like, we have a fucked up family, I would say, because, you know, like people just talking to the dead and shit like that, and we kind of have that. So even I've had that. I'm like very spiritual. Like in touch with the dead some way. You know what I mean? Like I know they're around protecting me and stuff like that. Because I do have like many angels, many people have passed away and stuff like that, and I know they are there. But
Nice.
now when like shit just like that happens, I have stories and stories. Fucking guarantee someone will fucking call me. Let's make a movie. So it's just so much stuff has happened. That's why I've also like transitioned. Like my music is like very very just very spiritual. You know, it's very straight up. That's why I want people like when they listen to my music, it's like it's not bullshit. You know what I mean? None
Yeah.
of it is just bullshit. It's just like this is the way I felt that day, or this is the way I feel about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, it's one of those because I see a lot of people. They look differently at life. Especially like in just like in the rap game or anything. You'll find humble people, or you'll find people that are just fucking douchebags or assholes like that. And I'm like, yo, you only fucking live once. How the fuck can you be like that?
Yeah.
It's like uh like let's just say you give that person an opportunity, $1 million, or backstab your friend. They'll be like, oh, $1 million right away. Well, let's go for it. Fuck that guy,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, though, and then there's like other people. It's like I get
Yeah.
$1 million and I can backstab him. It's
Oh
like
my god, those
it's a
people.
win-win.
That's a Judas right there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so you brought up your family and the spirituality and you said you were Spanish before. Where are you guys where are you guys from?
I'm half Italian, half Chilean.
Okay. Dope,
So
man.
yeah, my dad's from Chile, small town called Temuco. My mom is actually born here, but like our grandmother and our family and stuff, it's like all the way down in South Italy in Calabria.
Okay.
So
Have you got to travel to either one or both?
yeah, I was there. I was in Chile like in the beginning of the year, and then I went to Italy like 2 years ago. That's where I actually fucking plan on staying my whole life. Cause
Italy's the spot.
like I'd rather fucking stay there. Why not, bro? Like cigarettes and espressos all day. Fucking life, no one busts your balls. I mean, like it's all my family there. The town's like 500 people. They can give a shit less if I'm fucking famous. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Look at me like, ah, fuck that kid.
that's dope, man. Yeah, I think I'm extremely lucky. I think I want to stay right here. Like I just want to get a better like better and better place in my neighborhood. Like where I live out on Miami Beach, I don't like this is what I've been working for. It's not like anything fancy or nothing. I just live in a regular apartment. Um but
Don't worry, it'll be Tony Montana soon, man. The job will.
but yeah, just this is where I want to be, man. This was the goal. Just want a nicer, and always try to get a little bit nicer, because I don't have like the house. I couldn't have a kid. I only got one bedroom, so
I
I
mean,
gotta.
look at me. I'm smoking in my fucking garage. People are probably wondering, where the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fuck. I know I'm gonna have those 1-2 people. Look at this cocksucker in his garage. What a loser! Like, fuck you.
no, what would be cool is in a couple years when you're doing interviews from a mansion and you could like bring up this video and be like, haven't changed a bit, only the background.
Nah, fuck that. We'll just bring you. We'll just have you in the mansion, fucking doing the interview.
Hell yeah, man. That would
Fuck.
be dope. Well, man, I got two questions for you to wrap up. Have so first, if you could give any advice to anybody that's watching this, what would it be?
Uh, always keep your fucking head up. Stay away from fucking losers. Don't let anyone fucking tell you what to do. Live your life. Follow your fucking dreams.
Nice.
Don't
Oh,
smoke that shit weed. Smoke that good weed. Fuck.
yeah. All right, man. And last one is, what are you most grateful for in your life?
Being alive. just breathing, literally. Just I was that fucking sperm cell that made it. Fuck, you know? Just for fucking being alive, man, and yeah, you know, it's a wonderful thing for getting knowledge and just learning shit, and for music. I'm happy I'm alive, bro, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna actually change people's lives one day. It's gonna happen.
I believe it, man. People who are humble but confident really get to where they're wanting to go, you know?
100%, 100%, brother. We're on
Well,
our way up. We are on our way up.
hell yeah, man. Well, I really enjoyed talking to you. I wish
Later.
you the best. Like, you know, send me any like link, like whatever you want me to promote and put up, like, you know, just let me know. And
100%.
take me a couple days to get the article written, and we'll get you up on the website, and stay in touch, man.
Proper, brother. Thank you for having me on. What's your website called?
Blesstingz.com.
Stay tuned. Blesstingz.com. Bitch!
All right, man. Take care. Peace.
Thank you, brother. Peace out, man.